Hi everybody, this is a short COVID reading for March 29th. I'm going to just quickly shuffle the deck a little bit. I'm in the village in Mexico. We are officially in Bandera Verde or Código Verde, which is like we're in the green for COVID. So we're all pretty good here. You'll see some kids riding around on their bikes. I picked a quiet time in the plaza because otherwise I would end up talking to lots of people, and it's hard enough to concentrate as it is just, doing this here with you. So anyways, I hope you're all well. Yeah. It's really been a very interesting time. I had to go to the dentist and get some awful things done to me, and I'm going to continue going to the dentist to get some awful things done to me. Going to the dentist is always interesting psychologically because basically you have no control, like no control. So you have to relinquish all control. I don't think anybody likes that. And fortunately for me, they're very kind to me, and they give me like an anti-anxiety pill. So when I go, by the time I'm, laying in the chair or whatever, I'm just like, I love you all. Drill away. Do whatever you have to do. I'm okay. Anyways. Coming back to Canada soon. Feeling quite nervous about it. Just because it's been so relaxing here. And, really feel fortunate to have spent, this much time away. Okay, so we'll ask the universe what it has to say about COVID for the next few months ahead. Nothing like seeing happy kids. Okay. So for the current moment, we have the Six of Wands, okay, which is a card which speaks to absolute success. So no matter how you look at it, whatever your perspective is, whatever you're feeling like you need to do or want to do, this is where we are now. No matter what anybody says, no matter what the media says, okay, as far as everything that's happened, we are in a position of being able to say everything's fine. Okay. Now, beside this card, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is reversed. The Seven of Cups is an interesting card because it's not so much about wish fulfillment, it's more about like, when you're feeling really unclear about making decisions, you're sort of just exploring all your options, but maybe because of stress or feeling overwhelmed, you just have a really hard time focusing on one thing. So this card is in reverse, and basically that would just indicate that it's more difficult than ever, okay? So on the one hand, we have success, okay? Whatever that means to you around what's happening with COVID. For some people, it will be vaccination. For other people, it will be something else. It's fine. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But next to this, we have this card, which is like, it's like people can't even recognize that there's been success. People can't even recognize sort of like what exactly they need to focus on, what direction they need to go on. There's a lot of confusion. So there's hopefulness, but it's not hopeful in the sense of feeling really clear. It's hopeful in the sense of just feeling completely, like I said, confused, okay? And then in the month ahead, so we're talking end of March, end of April, we have back to work with some struggles, okay? So this is a focus on back to work, making money, but it's not easy, and we know that a lot of people have, really struggled to sustain their businesses. Some people have lost their businesses. A lot of people have struggled. I mean, here in Mexico, it's not even an option for people to not work, because you work today to eat today. So people have maintained a certain level of normalcy here. Because that's just the way life is, just like living with the extended family. That's just the way life is. Nobody's going to send the person who's older off to be by themselves. That's just not the way things function here. So in many ways, people here have been doing much better psychologically dealing with COVID. Also, there's a lot of faith in God, so having faith helps people too. But anyway, so back to this, back to work, struggling, working, but work being a struggle, and the Eight of Cups right beside that, meaning that, the cups are upright, which means, it's not that there aren't good things happening. That's not what it is. It's more like having to sort of turn away from things. It's a decision, like to kind of let go of things. Just, you have to let go. So you're walking away. Not because the cups are empty though, right? You're making a conscious decision. You're choosing something else, okay? You're choosing something else. You're like, okay, this was this and this and this. Yeah, that was fine. But now I'm actually choosing something else. So depending on your situation and how that resonates with you, that can be a really beautiful thing. It can also be a difficult thing, right? End of April, end of March, end of May, Ace of Swords. This came up in the last reading, and this is all about new ideas and getting right to the heart of matter. Like no BS here, okay? I think there's going to be more information coming forth. There's been a lot of things that have obviously been withheld from us, and so this means in the next few months ahead, we're going to have new ideas, we're going to have new information, and things are going to be made much more clear than they have been over the past year. Page of Swords in reverse. That's not so good. That's like... that means that, again, information is being withheld, okay? But the Ace of Swords is strong enough, I think. The Ace will trump the page, so... there's going to be still, should I say lies? There's still going to be some lies, let's just say, or some manipulation around the situation. But at the same time, we have some solid information coming forth, and we also have more clarity in our own minds of what we want to do, how we're going to do it, and what's going to happen. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the Oracle card for you, and I hope you've enjoyed being here in the plaza with me. This is the heart of the village, so it's pretty special. It's a pretty special place. And as I said, Nayarit has been given Código Verde, like we're in the green, we're like all good, you don't have to worry. But from my last video, I made a comment about, some of the cartel stuff. And we still have the public school here down the road filled with militia, just in case. Just in case there's another shooting in another town. They're all just hanging out. Okay, I'm going to pick an oracle card for you. This is a beautiful card. This is Enlightened Leadership. And it says, listen to the voice of the earth. So I'm going to leave you with that. Listen to the voice of the earth. Take care, everybody. See you next week.